Anybody could be racist. Look, I'll give you a perfect example. I Ubered here a few weeks ago. I Ubered here, had a spot here, Ubered. I go to get in the car, as soon as my hand touched the handle, the lady looked back and went, "Oh my God," and pulled off. Right? Now, does she hate black people? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not, you know, but all we can say for sure is that her reflex to seeing a black man try to get in her car was that I'm in danger. And listen, she came back around. I watched her on the app. She was coming back around. I was in a hurry. I ain't gonna cancel, you know. So I get in the car, you know, and I don't let her off the hook. I keep it silent. I don't say nothing. I let it cook, you know. And eventually she broke the silence. She went, "Listen, I am so sorry. You just never know who'll try to get in your car around here." I said, "Actually, bitch, that's what Uber is. They tell you who is gonna get in your car around here. That's how you would explain Uber to somebody. They give you a picture and GPS coordinates." But she was so afraid of admitting that it was racism, she was doing all this other bullshit. She could have just been like, "Hey, you know what? It's a little racism, I'm working on it, you know?" You know what she did instead? She changed the music. In the car, she was listening to, like, you know, Hall and Oates or some shit like that. And she tried to change it to rap music to try and make me feel better, to, like, calm the situation, you know? And it worked. It was early Drake, you know, very, very, very soothing. And if I'm being perfectly honest, she was the best Uber driver I've ever had. She was whipping this fucking Subaru, you hear me? And she got me here on time. That's what really matters. Yeah, safe and on time, good temperature, good smell. She had mints, snacks, charge. Man. And I'm an all's well that ends well kind of guy. I keep it a buck. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I still gave her 3 out of 5 stars. I took off 1 star for the racism, obviously. You can't just let that go unpunished, you know? And I took off another star because she was a black woman. I said, "Come on, sis."